Next thing, he starts beating one out as well. Left a load outside your boy's house, right? And then he goes to the pub and tells all his mates. Next thing, your boy shows up, your boy's at your boy's house and all. Two of them go to the toilet. The boy who you videoed was like, what were you doing outside my house though? Pulls up the security camera footage.
Oh, well.
He got him as well. And he's like, I'm not deleting the video.
Here's the crack, here's the crack, here's the crack, here's the crack, here's the crack. Welcome back, talking shit, I'm drinking wine, like and subscribe. Here's the crack.
Oh, I thought you were going to intro this one.
No,
yeah. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Here's the Crack podcast.
Ross is depressed.
Yay. Ross is absolutely depressed today for some reason.
Anyway,
What's wrong, Ross? What's up, man?
Let's get into it.
Screaming
You
that mic
okay?
louder, why don't
Let's
you?
get in.
Just stress.
Do you want an under the pants hug?
Do you know?
Why are you stressed?
Do you know whenever everything just seems like it's blending into one, you can't really get like a good thinking straight type day. Like,
Can't
do you
get
know
your
what I mean?
stride
Like,
right.
I just can't think straight.
Why?
honestly.
What's wrong? What's
I
going
don't know.
on?
Nothing, man. Just a lot of stuff, but not all good stuff. All good stuff.
I'll be smiling. Oh my god.
For anybody listening or watching, you will know that we got a new soundboard.
Upgrades.com.
Upgrades.
Upgrades on upgrades.
www.
Give us a wee sounder.
So-
Oh yeah, by the way, you can open up the menu whenever. Go into the menu
We've got sounds on our soundboard. We're pure
And you can
next
see them
level here.
and use them.
So basically, we got a new soundboard, and
We got state of the art
we
soundboard.
thought it was time. The old
So we're so
soundboard.
flush with
So-
cash.
The soundboard. The issue was the old soundboard had too many buttons to actually know
But
It's
done
all
nothing.
just shit. Let's move on. Play some
to
sounds.
do. So we've got,
I burped a laugh.
now we have
My throat hurts.
now we have a soundboard which has all the things.
Just want to hear some bangers.
Go.
So we've got our intro. Then I've got applause.
Yeah. Let's go, guys.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks. Then we've got
Nice.
now all these songs were chosen by Shay.
Big shout out
Then
to
we've
Shay, the magician, for putting these wee
Nice
twinkles on.
sounds.
Cut, G.
I thought you were
Nice sounds
actually-
copyright.
And then we've
Yeah,
got
shouldn't be.
Chupapi muñeño.
These nuts.
Don't you shush me.
Emotional damage.
I think
And
that's
then
your favourite.
the
Yay.
that's
Because we
whenever
weren't funny enough.
There is some more, but
now Shay has less.
they get riskier as they go
This
Sit
on.
is
there for an hour just doing
less.
this.
This is less basic. So we've got.
He needs some milk. LeBron James.
I like that one. I should have put that
I've
one on
never
the
really
front.
heard
I do
on.
like that one.
Right.
I put the whole AC song on it, but maybe don't play it because we will get copyrighted for that.
No, we're not playing Sweet. No.
Moving on.
Speed. They're gonna get copyrighted for that.
Oh my god.
Nice
We're
one.
gonna have Charlie Puth after us. Charlie Puth his dick out.
Hey mate.
Jesus. What are you doing with that?
I love how you're like we're gonna get copyrighted as if we're going to like lose out in so much money.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Here.
Mate,
Someone could look
In
back.
10 years, this podcast will have
10 million
20,000
views.
views because we're going to be so big.
good one.
Oh.
Got him.
Yeah, this could get annoying.
Anyway, so what's been happening in the world of Here's the Crack? Nothing much, to be honest with you. We completed our first, not
threesome.
We dipped our toe in the world of sponsorship.
Yeah, we got our first sponsor. First proper sponsor.
First proper sponsorship.
But we've talked about that in the
Which
last
is great.
podcast.
No,
Do you know
I know, but now here's you cutting
If
me
you
off
liked
because
us
you get
in our last podcast, sponsorship. Sponsor the next one. Here's your chance to sponsor a podcast. Here's the Crack. We should do like a proper like American advert for like Here's the Crack sponsorship.
Yeah, if you listen to
Have
the
you
if you listen to the last podcast and said to yourself, "Let's sponsor," then sponsors get in touch. Here, here's crack.
To get like a big
here's crack at Gmail.
billboard, like you know they have in America, like the legal guys. No? did you just crash your car?
Better call Saul.
I think the thing is though, right? We do this for the crack. We do. We
Literally,
do.
it's in the
It's in the name. Scream into that
Blowing
mic.
into that there.
We do this for the crack, so it's nice. We
Did you
don't really do
Were you there
sponsorships
the other
much.
day when they went to the outside in thing on the way back from doing that Fox Pop thing? And we went on the outside in the container at that new thing in Belfast.
And just fucking left me on it.
And she was talking to her girl and she's like, oh yeah, like you have worked with us before and all. It's like, what's the crack, isn't it? And she was like, no, here's the crack. And then she went on again. She's like, oh, what's it called again? What's the crack? And she was like, no, it's here's the crack. And I'm pretty sure she said it 3 times. And I was
She
just
did,
like, I thought she was going to be like, no!
I was literally
He's going to
pissing,
slap
sweating there.
her.
Like.
It was so hot.
She was frustrating the shit out of me.
So,
Testing me.
tasting your patience.
I'm telling you.
So yeah, that was nice to do that. Afterwards, we went back to your Thomas's home in Armagh, and we had a little barbecue.
And Daddy was busy building.
So explain how stressful your week was
I was not
on
stressed.
the build up to this. You were doing
I
a
learned
bit
a
of
new skill.
manual
Can
labour.
lay tiles now because I'm sick.
Was that a skill?
Outdoor tiles, like
Like putting a slab down the ground.
on concrete, mixing concrete, making sure they're line and level. Obviously, I'd like to see you do it.
You did a good job.
I know.
You did a good job. I'll give it to you. You
He
did a good
lifted
job.
3 tiles and he was walking about
Lord,
all night like an old
Even
man.
though I
Bent over.
They were so
my
rapid.
back so sorry.
I know.
If you don't want any work,
So
you don't
why,
work.
people do that all day.
I know. I
5
don't
days a week.
know how
Like.
people do it. Hey, it's hard. Like it's hard, grab.
I feel like anyone else, like I'm touching the mic here and I'm not hearing any feedback, so I'm going with it.
I love it. Hey.
Caress.
Do you think it's the soundboard or is it the?
No, it might be the soundboard. To be fair, so maybe don't touch it too much.
I can't hear anything, so
No,
you know
neither
what?
can
We'll
I.
just
Well,
flow.
bomb on. What are you saying?
Yeah, you'd hear it.
Stop.
So you can hear that.
Yeah.
You
So
can hear that.
you can't hear this though. If you do this, give it a good grab. Feels like home whenever you have a good grab or something like that. Doesn't it?
Oh, feels like home when you grab a big pole.
Oh my days! Right, were you
Oh,
listening
just
to the most
gone.
recent episode of the Two Johnnies?
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
The
So,
way,
right.
oh my
yeah.
god!
So
man, no
I'm really
way.
like, if anybody is listening to this and it's like, oh, you stole that off the Two Johnnies. Away on
Yes,
free.
we did.
Yes, we did. Like, because we all listened to it. So basically, do you listen to Two Johnnies?
No.
It's so
Hilarious. It's class.
They're
But
almost as good as
basically-
us.
Yeah, almost. But basically, they do this segment where people like send in their stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy sent in the story to basically say he was on his way home. Was it a night out? He's on his way home from a night. He was on his way home from a night out, and he was walking past the house, and it was like 4 a.m. or something. But the curtains were drawn, so the curtains were open. The light was on,
Right.
and when he peeked through the window, the boy was like watching on the hub
Adult movies.
and was like sitting on the sofa,
My Little Pony.
He was
like
beating one out.
Yeah.
Man.
Nice.
beating one out. So your boy like went up and like, oh, you tell a story. Like,
Your boy went up to the window, seeing him basically,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, I'll start videoing it."
Oh Jesus.
Start his video on your boy. Next thing, he starts beating one out as well,
outside the window.
right? And then he's like, he sent it into.
They tell it a
He
lot
sent it
better.
into the Two
What the
Johnnies. He's like, oh, thought my mate's a pure love. I thought it'd be so funny and all.
If he started beating one,
So he started beating one out, left a load outside your boy's house, right?
sure.
And then, and then he goes to the pub and tells all his mates, right? And then he goes, your boy, next thing your boy shows up, your boy's at your boy's house and all. It's dead on. And then 2 of them go to the toilet. And your boy,
Start
who you
kissing each other.
Your boy who you videoed was like, what were you doing outside my house?
Followed him.
Pulls up the security camera footage.
Oh fuck.
He got him as well. And he's like, I'm not deleting the video.
Fuck off.
No.
The
Why did
world's
he start wanking outside
the
boy's
world's
house?
gone mad. Like,
Disgusting.
and why would you even send that into a podcast? Like,
I know.
why would you do that?
But if you do have a story like that, please do send
Oh
it.
yeah, please send it in. We'd love to hear. Hilarious. Honestly, hilarious.
So funny.
What were we talking about there?
I don't know.
Barbecues.
Completely went.
There's some good comments in that video today, though. In fairness,
Well,
good stories of the
yeah,
posts you
there
put up on
was
TikTok. You
things
should
were
read some of them.
fun.
Um,
At least somebody's pulling their weight.
but basically, we
You just
went.
queef.
No.
That's disgusting. I can smell that. Like.
Mm.
That smells like a chicken sandwich.
So basically, we were at Thomas's house. Your dad does this thing every year where he does like a big family barbecue type thing, right?
Vibing.
There we go, vibes. This time,
Family.
Shay was on the hit list. Last year, it was Ross. Ross made a
Family
bit of a
vibes.
scene. this year with
Let's
Shay.
set the scene.
So
You were
let's-
really, you could tell you were a bit on edge all night. You were trying not to.
yeah, because after last year, I made a bit of a
Boob.
boob.
Basically,
But anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's
situation
not talk about me.
this year.
I was full sober though whenever this happened.
So we were all up the back of Thomas's yard. His dad built like a bar area, and the bar area had like an actual bar at it. Then a wee seating area to the left.
Some job.
So
hey.
it was like an L-shaped bar. So we were all sitting around the bar, and we were having a bit of scran. And Shay was sitting at the opposite side of the bar, so you really couldn't see anything over the table.
No. And yous were all in front of
And
me
we
as
were
well.
obviously all in front of us. We were just, up having the crack and all. And I think you thought, oh, everybody's away down in the kitchen. Well, so Shay started telling the story. It was only me, Shay, Thomas, and the three women. And Shay started telling the story about how he
Well, actually, I'll tell the story first of all.
tell the story exactly how you told it to us.
Yeah, so the other day, got back to the gym, right? So, been running on the treadmill. Had a few runs, and, I thought things were getting a bit tight down below, started chafing and all, like, so before I went into the gym this particular day, I decided I'd put a baby powder on. So, I lifted the leg up and put the baby powder round the cock. So, was rubbing away. I put it all on and all, and
Rubbing away, and then you looked out, someone was filming you outside the window.
Wagging over, and then went to the gym, done my workout, and after it was finished, I went into the changing room and I was looking in the mirror at myself as you do, like, fucking massive. Turned around and there was fucking baby powder all over my ass. So I just realised then I'd been in the gym for like an hour and a half with baby powder all up my ass, and like all the people obviously seen it, but no one said anything to it. But anyway, I was telling this story. I was telling this story at the barbecue, behind the bar, sitting with the six of us. So the lads and the girls. I thought it was just us. Like. Bear in mind, like, this is way up Tommy's garden, like, so no one can hear you down the road. Like, so I was just chatting, like, as you do to the boys, and being like, I saw the leg up on the desk, and I was pouring baby powder all around my cock, and then everything just sort of went silent. I was like, what are you all so clever? And I seen Tommy's face was just lit up, and he's like, oh fuck. And then he turned around and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. And I like sort of meerkatted up like to look over to see what was on the other side, and there was a fucking was it your
It was
auntie?
my auntie and uncle and all their kids.
All their
sitting there
kids, them
listening.
about fucking 10. What is it?
Like 10.
Oh my
11.
god. I was squandered, but you know what?
He just kept going
I
with the
was that-
story.
I didn't wanna break my stride, like, so I just went on as if nothing happened and finished the story out.
Emotional damage.
Those
Those
kids
kids
are
is
fucking
going to be so overused. But yeah, that was the crack.
So I was
You were the butt of the joke.
I feel like now that's strike two for both your mates. Your family
Who's
must
next?
be like, honestly, get
Me.
away.
You're next, like.
Get away.
one of the girls.
Your granda avoided me the whole night though.
Don't blame him.
He wasn't coming
Oh
anywhere
my god,
near.
he landed by the bar and everyone was inside the bar and he just stood outside it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was at the bar, like the whole family and all.
Yeah.
I just noticed him, he was just like, sort of lingering around it, like side down. Just didn't want to come in. Like,
He's
He's like,
probably
"Ross,
seen me and was like,
he does not want to come near you.
No.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. Like.
No.
I don't blame him.
These are two. This is after.
You're two to
If there's anyone who's emotionally damaged at time after, you're.
definitely. Your man dad invited him back and he
Shenanigans.
says, is that wee fella coming? I'm not sure I want to come anymore. But anyway, all in all, good weekend. We're for Galway. We'll probably, by the time this episode's out, we'll be back from Galway.
So
we're
we'll
heading,
leave that for
we're
another
heading to
podcast.
the races, so we'll talk
Go
about
racing.
that.
I'll tell you about it in the next one.
But so we've got some big news.
Big news.
Get psyched.
Yeah.
Right, we'll give you 10 seconds to guess who got engaged. We should get a wee tick, 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 tick,
Yeah,
tick,
you can put that in.
Boo. Me. Let's just get this over and
Ross
done
got
with.
engaged. Hit the round of applause.
Yeah.
Whack her up forward.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a round of
Thank you so
applause.
much.
That sounds like popping.
That was after the engagement. Pop, pop.
Like you can turn it off now.
Jesus Christ, that was not good of an engagement.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell us, girls, what happened? What went down, lad?
You on one knee?
Yeah, bro.
Ross is getting hitched.
So
No women for you.
it's one of them things. You just like, I'm not really.
You look so depressed. Like you didn't. Like,
It's not.
His
I'm not-
married life
No,
all
no,
bad
no, no,
already.
no. It's just one of them things. I feel like I can't really like. We were at your house and people were obviously asking, and it was like I think it's really easy for Lucinda.
What was that like? Because I feel
she
like
can just-
everybody else is.
I find it.
What's it like? Like, what is it like? Would people like, you know, now you're engaged when you meet, like, go out see your family?
So
and friends
People
and
treat
stuff?
you different.
Does it get annoying, or is it sort of
no,
like?
it definitely doesn't get annoying. It gets annoying after we're like we've been engaged probably for a month and a week now, and like it's mad the amount of people who ask like, oh, how's the wedding planning going? And you're like, oh, like we've got this sorted, and they're, oh, fair enough, you must be getting sorted quick and all this here. That gets a wee bit. Okay, it's fine. I think the main thing is
Is it
just
the-
like telling people. I mean, you know me, you both know me quite well by now. I am pretty chatty when I get to know you, but at the same time, at the start, I can be like quite. I would say I'm an awkward character.
You're
Let's put it that
reserved.
way. I'm reserved. And it was just really weird at the start because like whenever I was obviously telling my family, I didn't have a friggin' ring on my finger, so it was really easy for Lucinda to just be like, guess what? Bang. Pop the shiner, and everybody was like, wow, that's awesome, because it's pretty self-explanatory, whereas for
Yeah.
me, I'm like trying to work it into like a conversation, and
What's
then
the most awkward conversation you've had?
definitely up with my aunt and uncles in Belfast. So
Hold
like
on.
I went up with my mum and dad, and because they were going up to see my aunt and uncles anyway. They normally go on up and see them like every month or so. And I said, oh, I'll go up with yous to save me the petrol, because things are getting expensive now. But anyway, went up with them, and whenever you're in that sort of, my mum's side of the family are talkers, like, so was sitting like and was trying to get a word in edgeways, but like, you know, when the
You know
conversation
things are bad when Ross can't get a word
you know
in.
when it, you know when it just starts like flowing, and you're like, how do I say this where you don't, because like I don't like birthdays. I don't like my birthday because I don't like people.
They're all talking about like recipes and
I
oh
don't
jeez,
like
I made
pe-
this lovely
I don't-
strudel the other day and you're like, I got engaged.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, stop what you're
You're
talking about.
sitting there, you're like,
Yeah.
would everyone just shut up?
So then at the end, like my aunt and uncle was like, all right, well, we're on way on, and it's my other aunt and uncle, and they're like, oh, we're way on, and mum was like, oh, we're also some exciting news to tell you, and I was like, yeah, I'm engaged, and they were like, oh, what? And then because they can't see the ring or anything, they were just like, oh wow,
Well,
like,
let
and
me
it's like
see.
5 minutes of just your granny pure attacked Lucinda the other day. Lucinda was walking out with a plate
I
of
heard
food,
about this.
and she like walked up. She was like, are you the couple that got engaged? And we were like, yeah. She was like, let's see the ring. Lucinda said, oh, I can't really because I'm holding it. Your granny just took the plate off. I was like, let me see the ring.
It's gonna
But
snatch
yeah.
the ring off her. She's like,
No, it's
pawning on
it's
it.
been good. It's been good. I mean,
What's
I
it like planning the wedding and all that? Like, is it stressful?
no.
He just goes just so annoying when people ask like, wait,
You just you
the wedding
seem so
planning going?
miserable
No,
about
no,
the
no, I'm not.
situation. man.
you're
You
grand.
didn't have to do this. Like.
It's just weird. So
So I wish people wanted to see my ring.
yeah. So I think basically, we've obviously got like venue and stuff sorted, date and all that there. And then we've got like other stuff surrounding that, sort of like photographers, videographers, cars, all that there. So that's all sorted. Like a lot happened like in the space of like 2 weeks. Like there was a 2 week period where I feel like I wasn't around yous, and then I came back after 2 weeks and I was like, oh yeah, this happened.
Yeah.
This has all happened, and you were like, holy moly, you're on the ball quick.
See what happens whenever we let you wear our sides for a
I know.
Well,
while.
we talk about Lucinda was sort of saying on the day, like, didn't really think engagement present sort of thing.
Yeah, they are.
Mad.
So we had to go up and make a list at a shop because people kept ringing and asking, oh, what he's collecting, and I was like, why do people keep asking me this? And then I ended up offloading it to like mum and Lucinda. I was like, you sort, like my family were ringing up, and I was like, mum, just you and Lucinda work it out. I was like, whatever. And
What way does that work though? Like, what do you mean, like a list for a shop?
it's
Is it like
basically
one
had
shop
to-
in particular? Or
So
what?
we had to go up to a shop that sells like all the wine glasses and like cups and saucers and all that there, and we had to make a list of things that we want to have.
Yeah.
So you know the way you always walk into someone's house, right? Like I think it's just a thing over here, or maybe it's a thing everywhere, and they always have the good china,
Yeah.
where it's like the same mugs match with the dishes, match with the side
She's
dishes.
getting that.
So we had to go up and pick that stuff.
Oh my god.
So you can imagine me going up, and Lucinda was like, I like that, and I was like, I like that, and Lucinda was like, well, I don't like that, and I was like, well, you get whatever you want.
The rise are starting already.
This is starting already.
Oh,
So
here
I
we
was just
go.
like, I don't have, this is the thing.
Could you be like, what do you want to on the list? A Kiar.
Yeah. I mean,
I want
it's
that
gonna
Kiar
it's
done.
gonna be weird as well, because once you
Bicycle.
get closer
Can
to the wedding, you actually have to put stuff on a list that people can like contribute money towards,
A
like
wedding list.
But
a
what
toaster
way does that work?
and a
now?
dishwasher.
But you could just go. You can just ask for cash now.
Yeah. So a lot of people have for engagement
But they just-
give me a card with cash in it or a check,
Yeah.
and then
Loaded.
some people have
What's the biggest amount you got out of the
some
card?
Go on.
some no some
I
people-
guess? Can I
How many
guess?
zeros?
no
How many
no
zeros?
Three?
no
10.
no, we're not starting this. Shut up. So a few people have like got us like stuff that's like on the list, on the engagement list. Then the
What's
issue
like
is
the shittest thing on the
the
list?
issue is
Go.
So the
What's the
issue-
shittest
what's the
thing?
shittest
man,
engagement?
Oh,
Man,
like,
you got
I don't
me,
even.
give
I
it.
don't even want this.
man, it's like pasta bowls. Do you know what I mean? Like this
That's
is what
hard.
we're
And do you
working
have
with.
to get the shit things, and you're not just go and be like,
So
get a load of stuff on Amazon and just be like, this is what we want.
I really don't care what plate I eat off of, but it's a thing.
As
And
long
to be
as
honest
Lucinda's
with you,
made the
I'm
dinner.
like, you know what, whatever,
Yeah,
it's fine.
I've stopped eating off plates.
So anyway,
I just get a piece of tin foil now and put it on.
So,
wrap it
yeah.
up.
It's just a wee dog bowl.
I mean, it is
We're
what it
washing
is.
up.
It is what it is. What it is.
So it
But yeah,
is.
I'm obviously. I mean, it's.
You're not excited.
It's
you
full-
seem
yeah,
so
sounds
down
so
in the
I
happy
feel
about it.
like we went through a period where it was
What's
like,
been the
oh,
best part? That's big. Let's get positive.
Her smile whenever she said yes.
It's this may come out slightly corny. The nicest part of the whole thing was the day after it happened, the 24 hours after, before we told everybody,
the sax.
where it was.
That's what I was gonna say.
Shut up. It was just
24 hours
it was
after when I
just-
finally got out of the bedroom.
Set the scene. Set the scene, Ross. Go tell us what went down.
No, I mean, like, it was just like after you get, like, after you
Come.
come back,
Oh,
and you start telling everybody, like, it's go time. Because it's go time, because once you tell one person, it's only a matter of time before they tell another person that tells another person that tells another
Have you
person.
been out in Ballymena and like some randomers just like congratulations?
No, I will say
Yeah.
though that people have commented. Like, I put a photo up, noticing to put a photo up, and a few people commented, and I was like, I haven't talked to them in ages.
Yeah.
It's so strange. But yeah, no, I would say the nicest part has been like the calm before the storm, if that makes sense.
Some people get really horny over like knowing like if you're engaged or not though.
What do you
'Cause
mean?
people just love to
there
know
is
people's
just
business.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like me personally.
But like, how, what do you
obviously-
mean? Because like, how
like-
do you know
like,
if you don't know?
I think
like?
like obviously if one of you got engaged like a care, but like if it was someone like I knew through another person or someone I knew like years ago, I couldn't give a fuck like.
No.
But like there's people who actually thrive off finding out who's engaged this week and shit like that. Like.
Do you think there's people who like would, like, say you haven't spoke to someone in a while and you're not really that friendly with them anymore? Do you think they would start like being all like, oh, congratulations, and try and get back in touch with you just so they can like go to the wedding?
But there is people like that. Like.
Is there?
Absolutely, I'd say especially in Katie too. Like
I would love, like, one thing I would be interested in is like if you got engaged and like you're getting, obviously you have the wedding and all, and you're just about like, say, your hometown, and you bump into like people maybe you went to school with, just like, oh, I'm still waiting for my invite in the post.
what would you say?
I'd be like, you're not kidding.
Oh man,
Keep fucking
honestly,
waiting.
trust me.
You'll be waiting a while.
See when it
Yeah.
comes to venues, and see once you start actually looking at that stuff, like, you'll have no issue at all if someone says that, being like, you're not invited, because holy moly.
You told me such a funny story. Like, I was like, someone was saying to him, was like, you know, am I getting a +1? And he was just like, no.
Yeah, no.
You should have because you're not
the
fucking
What is it you- what is it you said?
conversation. The
Go.
conversation went, oh, so X, Y, and Z are coming, and person X is coming with their boyfriend. And now, bearing in mind, person X, we've known for a long time. they've been going out with their boyfriend for 2.5 years, so we actually know them as a couple. So let's take into consideration person Y, who we were talking to, and person Y was like, well, if person X gets a +1, am I not allowed a +1? And I was like, no.
Why would you even come up and
like, I don't know.
What is it? No, but you said something so brilliant. You're like, oh, sure you come back to me when you're getting married or something.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know. Yeah, I said something along the lines of like,
imagine 10 years down the line they get married.
I feel like you're the
And then-
perfect person to handle it because you're just so ruthless when it comes to things like that.
Yeah.
You're just like, no.
Lucinda doesn't get invited and just you.
no, like, yeah, I think it's been something that I even think it's something that it's very strange because obviously I've known Lucinda for the best part of like 12 years, and I've been going out with her for 7.5, 8
You've known
8 years.
Lucinda 12 years.
Yeah,
What?
I've known Lucinda since we were in first year.
And you're not sick of her? Like?
Tell me about it. But even she was saying like it's so funny to watch you because like obviously like I'm quite an organized person, and I feel like there is a part where I'm kind of like lenient to some things, but there's sometimes I am just pretty like no, ruthless like. And I think she's trying to get used to that side where it's like people have been like saying stuff or like when you're at vendors and they're trying to sell you all their stuff, I'm just like no.
Yeah.
Like why the heck would I want that?
A donut wall?
So here's
Well, you have a chocolate fountain on it.
here's one for you. Flutes of Guinness, right? So like we champagne glasses full of Guinness, £3.50 plus a head.
That's disgusting.
Fuck off. Should we be safer just ban a pint?
A pint. And
But
you
why
wanna-
would you even
yeah.
want that?
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, add that. Oh, it'll be such entertainment for your desk.
Do they say it? Like, how do they sell it to you?
like they're pure.
Has there
like,
ever been
cards.
has there ever
No,
been
that-
anything really shit and they're like pure trying to sell it and you're just like,
to
what
be
is-
fair, the venue that we've went with, the girl that's looking after us is really good. Like really good. Like I actually do like her. But there's been other times where you've been like you've had to just be like, oh no, it's fine. Like there's been times where I've just had to go. No, let's not talk about this because I'm not interested. I was like, I'm just gonna stop you there. Like, we're not really interested, so let's get back on the topic we were talking about. And they're a bit like, oh, but I'm like, why would I let you waste 5 minutes talking to me about something I'm inevitably not going to take?
I'm on the clock here, baby.
Do you know what I mean? It's you have to
commission,
do it
though.
yourself. Like,
It's commission.
whenever your time comes. I'm getting mine over and done with, so then I can just enjoy watching you
every
two.
man is getting engaged at the moment. Mental.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
getting to that age, hey. Next
said
thing
it.
there's a few kids running
I'm
around.
telling you, we're getting old.
Jesus.
Keep them away from Uncle Shay. He'd be fucking saying bad words.
Uncle Shana's talking about her.
So the main thing that I want to no, but I digress. Like it's been good. Like when it happens,
Still time to change your mind.
when you've been with someone for so
He
long, and it
sounds
actually
really unsure here, doesn't he?
no, I'm not.
Sounds like he's
sure.
eyeing up your girl at the venue.
But
I think you're going to do a runner on the day.
no chance.
What would you do if someone shouted I object?
Oh
whenever-
man, imagine that.
Not
like,
imagine.
I would
can
love the
imagine
drama.
one person
Person
X
I'll do it for a
standing
laugh.
up
will
and
I?
being like, I object.
Yeah.
I'll put on in girls' voice.
He'd
Do
do
it
the
for a
same.
laugh.
He'd be like, I've known Lucinda for 12 years.
So I was I'm going to a wedding this weekend, and we went on the stag do, and we had this thing called a stag bag, which was every time we were in the pub, someone went stag bag.
No, they didn't.
And like
Oh
we
my-
had to bring out challenges, and the stag had to do the challenges, which was like, so we were doing like fake tattoos in the pub and on his face and
No
stuff.
way.
But like he got such a scunner, and after the night, where like anytime he was like, if anybody mentioned stag bag, like I genuinely, it sends a cold shiver, because like by this time we yelled out stag bag, like he pulled out a card and it was like a chalk pop or like a shot of absinthe, like something, not absinthe, a shot of like tequila or something.
Yeah.
So he was, anytime someone said stag bag, he was like, oh no. So we were, his wedding's on Thursday, and I was saying to the boys today in work, I was like, what if the priest turns around and says like, does anybody object to this wedding or something? I'm really tempted to just be like, stag bag. Just watch him melt. I feel like you have that traditional male thing once people get married, once you get engaged, people are like, oh, that's you, like, that's you done. That's stupid. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
You're going to go again?
you've lived with Brona for how long? 3 years, 4 years?
3 years.
You've been with Brona for 7 years.
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Like people just need to, I think some people just need to get that sort of like, it's like an old Northern like Ireland thing where people are like, oh, that's you, you'll be hard to keep on to your money now. And I'm like, shut up, you honestly.
Moving on.
Main thing is though,
You can have sex now.
Tommy's question time.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da. Roll the intro.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the greatest show on earth.
It's Tommy's question time.
On the topic of weddings, my question this week: what is your ideal stag?
We've talked enough about me. What's your ideal stag?
Well, we're gonna get into that. Like, so, Tommy's question time is gonna tie into the main topic, which is stags and hens. So, my main stag. See, I was talking to you and Lucinda about like going the way down the road, going to the barbecue, and like I was saying, like I feel like everyone gets so caught up in the money side of things, and they're like yapping about how much things cost, and obviously like weddings are expensive, but like at the same time, like ideally you're only going to get married once though.
Yeah.
And that's like probably one of the biggest things that's going to happen in your life. So I'm like, you're only going to get one stag. Make it
even
big.
bigger than
I
the wedding.
honestly, like, everyone always says, oh, but like you can't ask people to spend the money. I would honestly love to go to Vegas though.
Yeah.
I think I'd be sick. My two things would be go to Vegas or go and do like Cheltenham, like a week of racing though.
Yeah,
like
that
just
was good.
500 could last.
So I was thinking about this the other night. I wouldn't actually mind doing something that was like you were doing something during the day. So like you were saying about maybe going like a few days golfing. I thought that might be cool. But then I was also like, could you roll a few things into one?
see, this is another thing people talk about is like at a stag. Like, have you been to stags? Because I
Yeah.
haven't been on one.
Yeah.
So like, do you prefer to do like activities, or do you prefer to just be saucing the whole time?
No.
The activities can break up the day a bit, but at the same time, you don't want to be doing extreme activities after a serious night's drinking, or
Yeah.
it's just gonna go so bad. Like,
What were the stags you were on like?
being paintball and stuff, and
Standard
call
stag
that?
activity.
it's alright because we done it whenever as soon as we got there. But the only thing is, like, you're traveling. It was way down in like, what do you call it, Letterkenny or something,
Right.
and you're traveling on a bus for like 2.5 hours, and then you jump
Are
straight
you
off
saucing
into
on the
the
bus though?
Yeah, you're saucing away, and you jump straight off the bus into the paintball place. Like.
You paintballing
So you're half
black,
cut, like, yeah, and just wasn't well. Like,
just
you were
sweating and all.
down the next day. You went out that night, drank away, and then you were down the next day, and you were sore, and it just wasn't fucking nice at all. Like. But I don't know, the activities do break it up a bit. But
Is that the only stag you've been on?
is it? I can't even think. I think it was another one. Fuck, I can't even think.
What about you? Like, what would you like to do on a stag if it was yours? Like?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know. I'd like to go away on a holiday. I think relax.
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Don't know, just somewhere hot. I don't really give a shit. I think maybe just like some European, like not necessarily European country, just somewhere like Spain or something like that. There, relax and then just go out during the nights and shit. Like. Go for like steaks during the day and
Sounds so boring. Like.
kiss and all.
Kiss and all.
Sit there, go and be able to go to the pool and stuff and go out. Like. But like
Yeah.
they're good because say like that sort of idea, because you can do activities there, like, but you don't have to like plan it. You know, you can go and be like, fuck, you know what, we'll go jet skiing today,
like,
be laughing.
you've got options though, but
Yeah.
you don't have to like book it in
You don't have
advance.
to book like 6
Yeah.
months in advance. It's just like, oh, show up
Yeah,
Lanzarote,
I
fuck,
feel-
we'll go jet skiing tomorrow, go trampolining, or go out in the
Trampolining.
camels, or just do
I
something
feel like
stupid.
if that sort of stuff was around you, you would feel compelled to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I remember we went to Mallorca on holiday, and it was so nice because you had that, like, relaxing beside the pool, like, couple of days, and then, like, there was paddleboarding, scuba diving, snorkeling nearby, or, like, surfing and stuff, and you had the option to do that, and then at night you could walk down the street and go to, like, up-teen pubs.
Yeah.
Like, and it was, I'm not entirely sure if it was me, I would want to go to like a mad party place, because I'm also like, that's just not, like, let's face it, the three of us do not do full days. Like,
See, that's the only thing that would worry me is like that's not really like I think we would go out and have a good date night, like
Yeah.
we'd get
Yeah.
fucked up, and the next day would be a bit of like recovery day.
See, I think
See,
that's
that's
the
the
good thing
thing.
about going on a spicy holiday.
You sort of need like maybe 3 or
half
4
holiday.
days, because
Yeah.
you're gonna go over.
for
let's be honest.
three nights would be my ideal. I would
Yeah.
love to go away for 3 nights and just like head out a night, get like proper go out and then like maybe spend another day doing an activity. But as well as that,
But you're
I
gonna
just
be
want to
saucing
chill.
every
I
night,
just
though.
want to lie beside the pool.
But like the first night, you're obviously going to
Get
be going,
tan.
getting the plane, getting sauced,
Yeah,
saucing the plane, land. That's a whole big session there, like.
yeah,
And then next day recover. And then
Yeah.
we go out the night after.
yeah.
But you'd be drinking every night, like, let's be real.
Yeah. I think I'd like the idea of just being free to do as you please, like, because you could go out on the first night you get there, like, or you get there and end up just going fucking mad and everyone going out unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Then someone's got a fucking thing booked for 6 o'clock in the morning, every man dying, like.
Yeah.
Well, like,
know,
put it this way, like,
cancel
we,
them. messy, like.
deposits have been paid, like.
that's
Yeah.
the good thing. Like, whenever we went to Manchester that time, like, we arrived the first night and then ended up in the casino.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that wasn't planned. But like I'm on the same boat as you. If we were to do something, preferably I would probably want to keep it separate. Where I'm doing, like, I would do a stag at home
Yeah.
and a stag abroad.
That's one thing I wanted to talk
Yeah.
about. Is that a thing, like?
It is. I think it is where a lot of people would tend to like, because obviously you've got older guys.
I don't know so much
older
about
men.
stags. I know for bride party, definitely
Yeah,
for bridal
bridal
parties.
parties.
See, like, like us one time, Brona's friends get married next year, and I think they're talking about going away.
Yeah.
But I think like, she's having a home hen and a away hen.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus.
So like,
Do you
I
not
don't.
take your dad sauce man
So,
up?
but
or
like,
something?
that's
Then
what
still
I
mad
wanted to ask as well. So like the home stag, like say you have a home stag and a away stag, is the home stag like your dad goes, like all your uncles and
Definitely
shit go,
not.
like, or is it just like more
Well,
people go
no,
home?
like for example, right? Let's like we have completely different families, right? Where
Obviously,
like
it'd be a bit
if
fucking weird if
if
it was
you
the same.
had a stag do at home, right? We would go out during the day, we'd do something like paintballing or something, and you would be sure as hell your dad would be out every man
He
sauce and
loves the sauce,
like he
Yeah.
loves the sauce.
Yeah.
Whereas like on the other hand, you've my ones who like
I'd say your dad needs to
dad,
let us hear it.
dad has a drink and stuff, but at the same time, I just don't think like it doesn't. I
You
could
wouldn't
never
be
imagine
comfortable,
it.
would
Yeah,
you?
and I don't. No, me and my dad have the crack, like, but at the same time, I just think
You're
you know-
planning and going mad here and stripping and all that. You don't want him to see.
No.
That's what it is.
So like, it's like I just don't know. Like, there's just occasions for don't know.
Getting naked.
What about, let's go on to some like stag traditions / cliches.
Oh yeah.
Strippers.
No.
No, I don't see the point. Like, such a waste of money.
It's not us,
No.
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 Such a waste of
Us,
money.
no.
I actually said this. We were joking about this the other day, and someone was like, "Oh, we'll have to get you a stripper," and I was like, honestly, I could think of nothing worse. And it does not even the fact, like, I just couldn't imagine someone else like on like rubbing their body. Like, I'd just be like, what the heck? Like, who is this?
I get like a man in for you that strips for a laugh. Like,
Yeah,
like it would be
I
funny.
mean,
Like, imagine you got a fireman in and he
Have you
started
seen-
rubbing
have
his
you seen-
slong on your forehead. Like,
Have you seen the things?
he's like that hose, Ross.
Me just sitting,
You turn it off.
me just sitting in the next bit. All you hear is
Have you seen the things on TikTok where like people get like dwarves and like handcuff them to
Yeah.
the stag?
Oh, what an
it'd be
inconvenience.
unreal.
But you just wouldn't enjoy it then. Like,
No.
like
Yeah.
you wouldn't enjoy it. Like, that wouldn't be fair.
like, so
enough.
imagine us three, right? Like, because realistically, if we end up going away, it'll probably be like us three and like maybe a couple other ones that I know. And I imagine just like what you gotta do. I feel like at 2 minutes it'll be like kind of the big a funny thing, like, oh, stripper, all that.
Ah, you
And
get
then
the
after a
photos
couple
and
of
shit,
minutes
that'd
it'll
be
be
funny.
like, right, we're literally standing here watching our
Yeah.
man
Every
get
man
it'd be
needs
weird
that
after a
money
while.
and all that. But like, what's the crack with guys going on the back of trailers and getting shit poured over them? Like, why do people
Getting
do that?
doings.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always used to be scared shitless of that happening to me. That's why I haven't got married yet. Because I'm afraid of that. I don't know.
Your
like-
ones would be the type of do it as well.
I know.
I
get their
genuinely
bother.
think there is, like, I know we the three of us take the piss out of each other, but I think there is that mutual respect where if there was like 7 days before the wedding, we wouldn't be doing anything that would like, because on the flip side as well, I don't even know if it's a mutual respect thing or the fact that we all know the women that is in our lives, because I know if we took him out a night and like before the night before the wedding and A, got him like blitzed, or B, like done something to him and like hurt him or like messed
The
his
night
face up or
before the
something the
wedding.
night before, like a week before the wedding,
You'd
that
be-
I'd take the passport and move. Aoife would be after me.
She'd be, yeah.
She'd be shot. She'd be out for blood.
But But like you were sharing a story the other day about a way done not got to do.
So this was going back. I was going in the first year, but my dad's mate was getting married, and about a couple of weeks before the wedding, they done the whole give them a doing.
I was so surprised whenever I heard that you've done that.
Yeah, I think it's a country thing, it must be a thing over here. So basically, what happened was they came up one night, and the couple were up in the house, and they came in, grabbed the both of them, brought them out to a trailer, cable tied them to a trailer, and started driving them around the village. But then they brought them to like his brother's farmyard, and they started like dousing them in like eggs and flour and milk and all that there, which to be honest with you is quite funny. But then I think then on the grand scheme of things, they obviously started like, it was such a laugh, and then they ran out of like flour and eggs and stuff, and one of the guys just came over and chucked all this like blue stuff around them, and it was like, you know, the sheep dip, which like sticks to your skin.
It's like paint.
It's like paint, but like it's hard to get off. Like, so the next minute this blue stuff came into play, and everybody's like, whoa, 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 what the hell's that? And everybody's like, a sheep dip out there, and everybody was like, oh, what the heck, like in her hair and everything, like. And we were like, oh, this is not good. Like, this is like 2-3 weeks before the wedding. We were like this is not good. But like, it's all chemically and all.
Them going up to the altar looking like one of them blue
Papa Smurf.
Smurf.
But like, yeah, that's a bit mad. But
like,
yeah, it's a tradition.
The boys be pure naked doing it as well. Like.
Yeah.
Was he pure ball?
Take the top off,
like, what?
You want to take the top off, like.
But like, does the stag know what's happening, or they just throw it in the back of the
house and put it out of the house?
Seriously? Have you seen it happen before?
I remember then my uncle getting done, and like he usually like fight it, like. Yeah. I'd probably just let it happen, like, but he like tried to run away and they broke beds and all in the house, like.
No way.
Yeah. But
pure scraps,
like pulling them into it and all, yeah. And then
how do you get them tied up though? It must be pure by force,
just about like you have to take about 10 people out, and then just all tie them down.
There's 8 boys on you.
We don't even know 10 people.
No, like us two run after us.
Imagine one of them boys doing
us, just one egg each throw up. Fucking mad. Get the sheep dip, Tommy.
Imagine that.
It'd be like you'd be driving the Jeep round, and then it like would stop somewhere, and then me and you just get out and go, yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, like stag do wise, coming back to the topic, like I'd say a wee one away.
What about
we're
hens?
Close friends.
Would you be annoyed if Lucinda got a stripper, like? That's a yes. The silence says
like,
would you? Would you be annoyed? Like,
no,
if there was videos and all, or getting pure grinded on by some sexy man?
I wouldn't be pure like, oh, that. You'd just be like, oh, that's funny, like fair enough. But I wouldn't like. I'm obviously not going to take the phone and watch a video
wadding off.
You wanking it. Fuck, that's so hot.
My god.
I'm not.
Plot twist. Ross hired
respect here.
Plot twist. Ross hired the stripper himself.
But like, plot twist, Ross is the stripper.
Wow.
But
what do you think of like stags and hens going on like the same stag?
That just defeats the purpose.
That defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Like,
I go out like, and I've seen some of them where they're like tying them so they go on the same time, and then like the last night they meet together. That'd probably be a good crack. But like, it defeats the purpose.
Well, what about? I was going to say, if you do know any other traditions?
I think that's another tradition is you're not allowed to stay with the other
you're
person the night before, or else it curses the wedding.
Curse.
You ever watch New Girl?
I'm not surprised at that. Like,
you have to sleep on your wedding cake.
What?
You're supposed to sleep on your wedding cake, I think. Is it the night after the wedding or something?
Why the heck would you be sleeping on the wedding cake?
I'm
the night
pretty
before?
sure. Let me just check that. I'm
wedding cake
nearly
left
sure.
if you were at the wedding, innit? Fuck me. He'd have the cake up in his room and all.
I'm beef dinner for breakfast for a cake or something. What's your wedding cake flavour?
Don't
oh yeah,
I haven't actually sorted
wedding cakes. Right.
A lot to do, but we're taking it our stride, and it'll be fine. It's a lot to. It's a for I don't know. I think it's not a gender thing. I think it's for any couple. It's a lot to process because you've done this and you haven't really thought about what's coming. And then like the likes of like the range do like a wedding planner thing, which tells you basically when you should be doing things.
Yeah.
And like we opened it up like a week after and was like, oh, we'll maybe take a glance at this to see if we should be getting stuff sorted. And I was like, holy moly.
So many things
like,
you didn't
Because
think
these
about.
are proper, like, you got engaged and you're getting married next year, like.
yeah, it's on the ball.
Straight on the ball. Like.
Yeah, have it here. It's if you want to get married, sleep with a piece of cake under your pillow. I'm assuming wedding cake. It said that if you place a piece of takeaway wedding cake under your pillow, you will dream of your future spouse. This piece of folklore dates back to the early 17th century.
Imagine if I get a bit of wedding cake and I put it below my pillow and dream of someone else.
No. Your one when he planned the wedding.
Yeah. The stripper.
Your one when he plans the wedding's like, Ross, here, take that cake and sleep with that thing. And I'd learn a thing or two.
But
Then you have to get something blue as well. You have to do all that shit.
Is there anything else? Oh, do you have to do that? Like
yeah,
that whole like
something blue, something
borrowed,
new, something borrowed, something blue, something new. Is it?
Something new, something borrowed, something blue.
what the heck are we on about here?
That's what you have to do. You have to get you have to bring these 3 things to your wedding.
What?
It's a tradition that you have to bring something blue, something new, something borrowed. Well, them 3 things anyway.
What the heck?
So you have to think of something, say, like from that's blue that has sentimental value to you, and then you have to get someone to buy you something new to take, and then what was the other one? Blue,
Something
new,
borrowed.
and something borrowed. You have to borrow something off someone.
I've never heard about this.
Like a lot of girls like put like some stuff on their flowers.
Hmm.
So like a blue badge or something that has some sort of significance to them, then something that someone gives them. Never heard that.
Is
Never heard
the
of
whole
that.
like throwing the bouquet thing a thing still?
Yeah.
And like is the whole like you're
You
not
ever-
meant to see the bride in her dress the thing?
Yeah. You're not meant to see that.
Like you'll not know what dress she's wearing at
Nope.
all. Seriously?
She was showing,
Yeah.
Lucinda was showing like a style that she liked to her sister the other night, and I walked in and I was like, what's this? And they pure freaked out. They were like, no, don't. I was like, what the heck?
You're supposed to be astounded whenever she walks up the aisle.
That's a
and
stripper.
be
Do
such
you think
a
you'll cry?
surprise.
Like?
Lad, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, you
it's
were
a
a big
year,
bitch.
year and 2 it's like a year and something down the line. Like, I don't know. It's you're asking me to look into the future here. Like, I'll obviously be like,
I
obviously
laugh
be
at you.
like,
What do you think
"Oh,
Ross is crying
fair."
because he's happy and next thing he's like, boys, I can't do this.
Gotta go. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I'm fucking run.
I'm really excited for one of you to get engaged after me. The reason why I'm excited is because
more excited than you were than when you get
the
engaged.
one thing that the reason why I'm excited is because you will understand whenever you ask me things and my responses, you're like, why do you not seem this? Why do you not seem that? You'll just understand. You'll get it. Like, it's not that, like, obviously, like, I am over the moon, but at the same time, it's like you're asking me about stuff and it's like, yeah, it's that just welcome to another thing on the list. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Get in line, bitches.
And then the other day, someone turns around and was like, you have to think about rings as well. And I'm like,
Oh, right, no,
yeah.
But then you both
I'm
picked
surprised
those.
it's happened back then. Yeah.
But just
Mad.
pick those together, so it's not as difficult.
Yeah. But we'll get through it. Anyway, we'll wrap that up.
Wrap it up.
What an entertaining podcast.
Love
Thank you
it.
so much for listening. If you haven't already subscribed, please go and subscribe.
Leave a review on podcasts.
And follow us on Spotify
Well,
and
if you-
Apple Podcasts.
If you've got any good stories about stags or hens or weddings,
Yeah.
send us an email at here'sthecrack@gmail.com.
If you've got
or
any,
send us a DM.
a recommendation would be brilliant. Send the lads some recommendations for
Yes.
stag do's.
We should get a wee Snapchat going and get some voice notes or something.
Yeah.
Should we?
Just send us a voice note
Oh,
on our
that's all.
DMs on
Oh,
Instagram.
send us a wee voice
Yeah.
note. Here's a
Yeah.
crack on Instagram.
Or email us. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
Bye. Yeah.